Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, surprise! Teacher of the Year is announced and we'll tell you who it is. And the Republican primary is right around the corner. Are you registered to vote? We'll bring you the details. Plus, did you notice how clean your neighborhood is? Volunteers participate in the Great American Cleanup. That and more are coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Mickey Acedo. Thanks for joining us. In a surprise visit to Plaza Middle School, Superintendent Dr. James Merrill stunned a teacher and her classroom with a big announcement.
Need your attention, folks. You may or may not know, but Ms. German was a finalist for Teacher of the Year for Virginia Beach City Public Schools. She is the 2013 Citywide Virginia Beach Teacher of the Year. Great job. Congratulations.
Chosen from an initial pool of 86 teachers, Angela German, a 13-year veteran, was one of 10 finalists considered for the honor.
Well, we finally recognized the 2013 Virginia Beach Citywide Teacher of the Year. Angela German, Language Arts at Plaza Middle School. Great teacher. Her students erupted when we made the recognition. You can tell she's a great teacher. Students love her, and we're so glad to be able to do this today.
The surprise visit excited students as well as the Lady of Honor.
I am so excited. This is a huge honor to be considered as Virginia Beach City Teacher of the Year. It is huge, and I am so happy. I love teaching. I love my students, and I will never forget this moment.
German, who teaches middle years program English, works tirelessly to establish a rapport with her students, not only in the classroom, but also with parents through emails, phone calls, and regular progress reports.
I think the reason she's such a good teacher is probably because she's she has interactive lesson plans that are creative, and if you go to any other school and any other English teacher usually doesn't do that interactive lesson plans that are really creative for us. So it's kind of helps us get to know the lessons because we're having fun while learning.
German is the 43rd teacher to win the annual award. School leaders believe the program provides a spark to division instructors.
Virginia Beach puts a lot of credence and credibility in the significance of Teacher of the Year. So every Teacher of the Year at each school, a great leader, a great teacher, and when you rise to the pinnacle, #1 in all of Virginia Beach, doesn't get any better than that.
The school division has been honoring teachers since 1967. The Atlantic hurricane season doesn't officially start until June 1st, but that doesn't mean you can't start preparing now. Mark your calendars and get ready to save some money. The Hurricane Preparedness tax holiday is right around the corner. Hit the stores on May 25th through the 31st, and no sales tax will be charged on supplies used to protect your home during the hurricane season. Stock up on things like batteries, bottled water, first aid kits, portable generators, and much more. For a complete list of items, log on to tax.virginia.gov. The Republican Party primary elections are right around the corner, and we have all the info that you need to cast your vote. Tuesday, June 12th marks the date of the elections, but before you vote, you need to make sure you're registered. Voters must register by the close of business on Monday, May 21st. Any change of address must be made by that same date. Visit any Virginia Beach DMV, the public library, or voter register's office to register. Mail registration forms are also available at public schools, rec centers, and post offices. Also, June 5th is the last day absentee applications may be received by mail, and June 9th is the last day they can be made in person. If you're unsure of your voter registration status, call 385-8683 or log on to vbgov.com/voter for more information. Don't throw trash on the ground. Sounds like common sense, but unfortunately, many people don't follow that simple rule. In fact, last year, volunteers picked up 53,000 cubic yards of trash from roads, rivers, and natural areas in the state of Virginia. And this year, volunteers are pitching in once again. Inspired by the beautiful Virginia Zoo in Norfolk, good music, and of course good food, city leaders and community members gathered to celebrate the kickoff of the Great American Cleanup.
We've come together so that we could talk about sustainability and celebrate the good work of all the cities and counties in the region who have tried to support the mission of Keep Virginia Beautiful, Keep America Beautiful.
Cities have spent months planning for a regional cleanup that will help beautify their counties. And once the formalities were over, it was time to get to work.
So you want to go all the way down, pick up the trash.
The following morning, scores of volunteers gathered at 3 sites in Virginia Beach. Their plan of attack? Attack the trash.
Hopefully other people can learn not to throw out their trash and have this.
This group spent the morning cleaning the Prentice Ann Commons area. They found tons of trash along the pond here at Lansdowne High School.
I found some chew tobacco cans. I found some water bottles mostly, just like little things.
Got a tennis shoe and a beer can. I had no idea there would be this much trash right here. This is like our backyard.
Volunteers collected 63 bags of trash from Lansdowne High School alone. Groups also cleaned the Norfolk Southern right-of-way and the Plaza North Gate Park. Between those 3 sites, almost 12,000 pounds of trash was collected. Event organizers hope this will inspire others to make a difference in their community.
You could do something in your own yard. You could clean up your block. You could take your neighbors and say, let's clean up our neighborhood and have our own great American cleanup in our community. So it's just even the smallest steps that people will take will add to the bigger picture of our communities.
This is the first time Virginia Beach has participated in the Great American Cleanup National Action Days. More than 1,500 volunteers throughout Hampton Roads donated their time to help clean up and green up the region. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, Virginia Beach makes it easy for you to park your car without carrying all those pesky quarters. We'll explain. And get ready, tourist season is here. We'll show you how frontline personnel make sure those guests keep coming back. We'll have that and more when we return.
Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. Parents, we all know the importance of raising children in a warm and caring home where they can thrive and become respectful and cooperative. Want to help your child grow up to be a good citizen with a strong sense of right and wrong? Plan to attend the Nurturing Parenting class on family morals and values for parents of children ages 6 to 11, being held at CHKD in Norfolk on May 29th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. The class is free. Please call 668-7500 to register. If you're raising a strong-willed child, make plans to attend a workshop designed just for you. This session, sponsored by CHKD's Health Center at Oak Brook, is planned for June 14th from 10 a.m. till noon. Parents and caregivers will learn how to understand acting out behaviors, how temperament affects behavior, and alternative ways for handling spirited children. The session is free, but registration is required by calling 668-2415, or you can register online at www.chkd.com. To learn more about these activities or to see a complete calendar of May and June events, visit the Parent Connection page of vbschools.com.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Mickey Aceto. When the sun is out and the beaches are full, it can only mean one thing. Summer is almost here. But along with summertime fun comes the hassle of dealing with crowds and, of course, parking. Access reporter Jeff Barnaby explains how the city is making it a little easier.
The City of Virginia Beach has installed Multispace Meters in several locations in the Oceanfront area. These meters provide the option to use a credit card as well as coins. To use this model, once you've parked, check the space number. At the meter, wake up the meter by pressing any button. Press 1 to start the payment process. Enter the space number where you parked. Press the pound key. To pay with coins, deposit money in the slot provided. Press the green button to complete the transaction and take your receipt. Your receipt shows the expiration time. To pay with a credit card, press 1 to start the payment process. Enter the space number where you parked and press the pound key. Slide your card into the machine. Add or delete time by pressing the blue buttons. Press the green button to complete the transaction and take your receipt.
Now watch out, there are two types of meters at the oceanfront. Here's how you use the second one.
The City of Virginia Beach has installed multi-space meters in several locations in the oceanfront area. These meters provide the option to use a credit card as well as coins. To use this model, once you've parked, check the space number. At the meter, enter the space number where you parked. To pay with coins, deposit money in the slot provided. Press the green button to complete the transaction and take your receipt. Your receipt shows the expiration time. To pay with a credit card, enter the space number where you parked. Slide your card into the machine, hold it there until the screen reads Remove Card. Press the yellow button to add time. Press the green button to complete the transaction and take your receipt.
More than 600 metered spaces are located from Rudy Loop all the way to 40th Street and are only $1.50 an hour from April 1st through October 31st. If you're having trouble figuring out how to use the meter, flag down a parking enforcement officer and they'll be happy to help. Tickets for an expired meter are $12. Virginia Beach has long been one of the top vacation destinations on the East Coast. Local businesses who serve these guests count on frontline employees to make the best impression on them during their stay in hopes of a future return visit. Those first impression specialists gathered recently to polish their skills for the upcoming tourist season.
Today we're having our annual Superhost customer service training for the Virginia Beach businesses. We have restaurants, hotels, attractions here from throughout the oceanfront, town center, and Shore Drive.
60 businesses represented by 140 associates tuned in for the lesson of the day, customer service recovery.
Think about that whenever you're delivering service, whenever you're with your customer.
They will be learning how to interact with those visitors. We've seen through surveys that high quality customer service really increases the return visitation. And so when they're able to handle these complaints on the spot with confidence and with dignity and respect, it really increases the customer service that they receive.
Quality customer service equals increased economic vitality within the city. Sponsoring agencies believe that training now means success in the future.
Well, Superhost was created about 15 years ago by the Restaurant Association, the Hotel Association, and the Convention and Visitors Bureau to help our employees and frontline managers, frontline staff as well as our managers, be able to give the best customer service as possible to the visitors in Virginia Beach.
Providing on-the-spot, friendly customer service for our guests is the desired outcome of the session.
So hopefully everybody who attends today will be able to go back, being able to fix whatever problems they may encounter in their customer service roles, and then hopefully that will increase the repeat visitation to Virginia Beach.
Surf, sand, and service, the 3 S's customers to the resort city look for during their time away from home. For more info on Superhost, call the number listed on your screen. The Blue Angels are coming. You may have seen the Navy's famous flight team before, but not like this. For the first time in decades, the Navy's Blue Angels will perform over the Virginia Beach oceanfront. The special air show is part of the Virginia Beach Patriotic Festival, June 1st through 3rd. So if you plan to drive down for the excitement, how about parking for free? The city will offer free parking along with shuttles from 2 locations, Camp Pendleton and NAS Oceana. Enter Camp Pendleton from General Booth Boulevard and Birdneck Road. Handicap parking is only available here. Parking at NAS Oceana will be at Fleet Park. Enter through the main gate at Oceana Boulevard. Buses will run only on Saturday and Sunday, traveling on designated lanes on General Booth Boulevard to speed arrivals and departures. Drop-off zones will be between 9th and 14th Streets at the resort. Shuttle carry-on items are limited to small soft-side coolers, folding beach chairs, and strollers. This shuttle service begins at 9 a.m. each day. For more information, check out patrioticfestival.com. And while those folks are getting ready for tourism season, some students from Birdneck Elementary were getting into the spirit of tree season.
Happy Arbor Day!
Happy Arbor Day! Third graders from the nearby school were on hand to assist the mayor, state dignitaries, and a few celebrities, Smokey the Bear and Ranger Rick, with the planting of a live oak tree.
The live oak is a symbol of strength and endurance. and is the official tree of Virginia Beach. We're proud of our many trees throughout Virginia Beach. Our city's comprehensive plan recommends that we protect, maintain, and increase the number of healthy trees found in the city.
The Virginia Department of Forestry presented the mayor with the Resort City's 32nd Annual Tree City Award, commemorating the 140th anniversary of Arbor Day.
It's really exciting for the city of Virginia Beach to keep receiving this honor year after year. We were one of the first cities in the state of Virginia to become Tree City USAs, and each year now, consecutively for 32 years, we meet the criteria, which is very demanding for a city to become a Tree City USA.
I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree.
Inspiring words from Joyce Kilmer's classic poem, Trees, were recited to students, but their handcrafted pictures provided inspiration to those in attendance.
We were very happy that the committee chose us to receive this year's Arbor Day tree, and it being a live oak, it's going to be here for many, many years to come. And you know, just like we're planning on the animal shelter being here for many, many years to come, this tree is going to provide wonderful shade for not only the animals, but for the humans when they come out here and visit our shelter.
Students helped spread dirt on the new tree and were all given a tree to take home and plant in honor of Arbor Day. The Council of Garden Clubs, the Beautification Committee, and the Master Gardeners served as tree stewards for the event. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach. These aquatic acrobats are making some waves at the Oceanfront. Find out how you can get a close-up look at these magnificent mammals. Plus, the school division honors the best of the best at its community celebration. We'll bring you a report. And we'll put the magnifying glass on a scientific research project that combined kids, nature, and a construction site. Don't go away. We'll be right back. They are the largest volunteer-based group of its kind in the country. They respond to over 40,000 calls a year. They have saved countless lives. We're talking about Virginia Beach's Volunteer Emergency Medical Services, and they're looking for you to join the ranks. From medical emergencies to life-saving interventions, EMS volunteers are state certified, highly trained, and ready to respond around the clock. Training classes are held regularly and are tuition-free. So if you're ready to make a difference and can commit 48 hours a month, then volunteer for Virginia Beach EMS.
Are back.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. Our city is known for its sand, sun, and surf, but did you know that during the summer months, it's also home to hundreds of bottlenose dolphins? Access reporter Stephanie Sutton takes us on a cruise that brings us up close and personal with these magnificent marine mammals.
Well, this is the Virginia Aquarium moving towards Dolphin Watch. We take people out and try to educate them about the dolphins out in the wild.
It takes about 1/20th of a second for them to be able to take a breath.
It's that time of year again, dolphin watching season. Catch an up-close encounter with Atlantic bottlenose dolphins in their natural habitat.
A lot of people don't have the opportunity to be able to see these animals, so we tell them about their habits, what they feed on, the size that they get, why they're in this area during this time of year, and different items about just the general behavior of the bottlenose dolphin.
The Virginia Aquarium hosts the 90-minute coastal adventure, which is fun and educational for children and adults.
I hope that they learn a little bit more about the marine environment and some of the fun things about the dolphins and some of maybe the sadder things about the dolphins so that they can help make the marine life a little happier.
These guys are common visitors to Virginia Beach, but the best time to spot them is during the summer months.
We don't anticipate dolphins here year-round. Normally we see them from about May through October. However, the past few years we have had a few show up on our whale watch trips.
They also get one set of teeth.
Volunteers from the aquarium are also on board, giving various demonstrations. But the best part? The dolphin sightings, of course.
It was awesome. This is my second time on it, and it was amazing. Tons of dolphins.
Sound like fun? Well, you can purchase tickets here at the Virginia Beach Fishing Center, at the aquarium, or by calling 385-0317. Reporting for VBTV, I'm Stephanie Sutton.
The trips are running now through the month of October and leave from the Virginia Beach Fishing Center at Rudy Inlet. For times and ticket prices, log on to virginiaaquarium.com. Virginia Beach Schools honored its top volunteers and partners in education recently at its annual community celebration.
Good evening and welcome to a celebration of champions.
The division is fortunate to have the support of thousands of volunteers and community partners who generously share their time, resources, and talents with the students and staff in our schools.
Allenton Elementary School wants to congratulate its outstanding volunteer, Carolina Bailey.
86 volunteers, one from each school in the division, were honored at the celebration. 3 of those, one from each grade level, were chosen as Citywide Volunteers of the Year. In addition to celebrating the Volunteers of the Year, the division also honored 14 partners in education who continually exemplify the power of community engagement and its positive impact on student success. If you missed the event, you can check it out right here on VBTV. Log on to vbgov.com/VBTV for air dates and times. Tons of fun was on the menu recently as Mount Trashmore hosted the annual Celebrating Children Family Fun Day. Sponsored by the Department of Human Services and Families for a Lifetime, the event featured events for everyone. Moon jumps were keeping kids moving, and all sorts of runners participated in the 1.5-mile walk and run around Lake Trashmore. Live entertainment and child-friendly games and activities also took place on this beautiful spring day. Families for a Lifetime work to ensure that the city of Virginia Beach will continue to be a place where families remain and flourish for a lifetime. Kellam's high school colors are black, gold, and white, but as construction continues on its new school, some future students discovered a lot of green on a recent field trip. Environmental green, that is.
Whenever we build these new buildings that we build, we want to try and make them as sustainable as we possibly can.
These second and third grader students, future members of the Kellam class of 2021 and 22, attended North Landing Elementary. A 3D slideshow on the construction site helped prep them for the day's journey.
Animals eventually die and decompose or eaten by little bugs and microorganisms, and that kind of starts the cycle over again.
These young scientists, adorning homemade hats, ventured out to the construction site to get a first-hand look at the effects the building has had on the environment.
The idea was today to take the students out here and educate them about what's going on with these buildings. They've had a lot of good questions. We had the architect talk about the building and show them all the plans for it. And now we're letting them observe how a new building has an impact on the natural environment.
The trip was funded through an Education Foundation grant called Smart by Nature. It introduced students to the impacts the project has on the environment.
And our kids are going around looking for evidence of animal life, of insect life, of new plant life, and asking questions that relate to that.
And they're scared. They're going to show us something.
Frogs and kids were jumping about the site, identifying animal tracks, exploring nature, and taking down some notes. Most students agreed that the wildlife refuge and construction site beat the heck out of a classroom lesson.
Because I love nature and it's really fun to explore around.
And this site is designed to handle a 10-year storm, which means every 10 years you get a really heavy rainfall.
These future Knights learned about the environmental steps used in building their school and what they can do to assist in the effort.
We're encouraging students to use public transportation and bikes to get to the school. We're also using innovative water solutions. We're irrigating a lot of our land with rainwater that we're collecting on the roofs, and we're also taking a lot of the storm water and infiltrating it back into the ground to return it to the aquifer.
The next step in the Smart by Nature grant has students investigating how breaks in the food chain alter life. They will also build and install birdhouses to enhance neighborhood ecosystems' food chain. Sounds like a lot of fun. And with that, we've come to the end of our show, but before we sign off, we want to inspire you with a splash of color. Take a look at this. Thousands of runners paraded through the Sportsplex for the Color Me Rad Run. Runners were plastered with dyed cornstarch as they completed the 3-mile race, leaving them looking like an art project gone very wrong. The race was sold out with more than 6,000 participants. I bet there was a lot of cleaning up to do afterwards. And don't forget you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/media. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Mickey Aceto. Thanks for watching.